Hello there, vinyl community. It's Daniel back here with another update video, and with this one, I'm going to be showing a lot of stuff, but you know, it's been really busy for me. I've gotten a lot of records, and the thing is that within the past month, I've gotten so many records and 8 tracks and stuff. If I were to make a video at my normal sort of pace, it would be like a 2-hour video, and I'm not sure how many people would stick around for a video that's as long as a movie. So it's not, you know, the Daniel Strikes Back or anything. So I decided to make a best of, sort of, and gather what I thought was the cream of the crop, you know, all killer no filler to display. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's a very, very early morning here, Saturday morning in Florida. So let's get started on this. This first one, gonna be showing some very generous VCLT from our friends Mr. Balding Boomer. And I believe it was in my last update that he had said that because I showed my live piece in Toronto that didn't have the calendar, he said that he had a calendar he could give me. And I took him up on that, but he went the extra mile and gave me the whole album as well in the shrink, just as in beautiful condition, and sent me this wonderful note as well. Let me get this calendar out of here. And I do want to share my appreciation. Thank you so much for this, man. When I came home from work, when I was having a rough day at work, and I saw this on my porch, it made my day. So thank you so much. Here's just a little bit of the contents of the calendar. You know, like the front cover has random pictures of John and Yoko, quotes, song lyrics, poems, etc., artwork, what you not, you know. So I do want to share my appreciation for this, and thank you again so much. I really do appreciate it, as I've never seen one with the calendar in person, besides like still sealed to where you can't really look at it. So I was considering getting one of those still sealed ones just to have the calendar, but then I figured I could try to find one, but I don't have to worry about that now. Again, thank you so very much. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get this show on the road. I'm going to be showing all killer, no filler. Let's get this started. Sorry it took 2 minutes and 24 seconds to do this. Okay, so Introspection by Faye and Jade. Very, very rare Psych album. It normally sells for almost like $1,000. I got this really cheap because it's the front cover with a blank back cover, so it might be like some kind of like printing error or something, I don't know, but either way, it's an original on RSVP Records. And oh, I have to adjust my cassette deck. Sorry, I have to basically get some contact cleaner on the volume control on it, or else it gets a little buzzy. But I've been kind of lazy doing that, so I'm gonna move on. This is an original 67 copy. The Velvet Underground and Eco obviously doesn't have the banana. Here's the inner sleeve, and it has the black sticker over for Eric Emerson. This one actually gets shown, you know, for all the really, really, really great ones like this, man. You know, I'm actually going to go the extra mile and show them and stuff, because this isn't something that you just kind of see every day. And this was out from a record store that I haven't been to in months, that he had just got it in. Couldn't really price it because it's condition. I fixed it up a lot though, and I cleaned it up a lot. Now it's in pretty nice condition, but when I got it, it was very, very, very tattered. So, you know, like all the seam splits, very, very dirty on the cover, even some writing that I got off and stuff. So now it's become something that's presentable, so I'm very happy with that. This is an original US copy of Egg Bomb Yasi by Can. This came out in 1972 in the US, I believe. It has the original inner sleeve, and it is an original on United Artists. And the back cover on it is the same one as the front cover for Togo Mago in the UK, I believe. But yeah, very, very happy on that, and I got it 10% off. This is an original US stereo copy of Piper at the Gates of Dawn, original Los Angeles first pressing. Here's the label on it. You could match it up with the Los Angeles one. And again, here is the back cover. Spine on it's pretty legible, so pretty happy with that. This is an original UK copy of the Madcap Laughs. This isn't a very early pressing, I should say, because the very early ones don't have EMI on the label, and this one does. So this one must be a very early 70s copy, but it is in very nice condition. Let me go ahead and show this one as well, just because this one was a big one to notch off the list. I've been wanting an original copy of Madcap for so long now, so this really, really excited me. Here's a disc on everything on it. Like I said, is just stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, you know. So very, very happy to add this to the collection. So let's put that to the side. This is Just a Poke by Sweet Smoke, but I think we all know what they're trying to say with the album title. This is an original German first pressing. Here it is. It had some writing on the back cover and stuff I got off, but now it's just like some marker on there, so I got this for really cheap. Again, here's the front cover, and this disc is the original blue Columbia. Next right here, this is an original 1968 copy of the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band Volume 3 with the original inner sleeve. Has a missing top seam basically, so I got this for really cheap, and this is on the two-tone reprise label. Here's side 2. I also got this original 68 copy of Sagittarius Present Tense. You can see over here, it used to be a promo copy, but someone removed the timing sticker. Yeah, here's the back cover. Has a FM stamp on it, so I'm pretty sure since this is stereo, it was meant for FM radio. Maybe that's what they were designating. And here's the disc. It is on Columbia Original 360. Definitely not one that you see every day. Pretty rare for something that's not even really psyche. It's more bubblegum than anything, but I still a really enjoyable album. This is an original 1966 copy of Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan in mono, because I did upgrade my other copy, but this one, the only thing I was able to upgrade was the discs. The cover was worse on that one, so I got it for really cheap, but now I have better conditioned discs. This one's in the shrink really nice. This is John Mayall, Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. This is an original stereo copy, still in the shrink. Yeah, let me take it out real quick. There we go. Inner sleeve, and everything is really nice on it. Nice heavy vinyl. Solid near mint all around, barely looks touched. I also got this same condition sort of copy of Clear Lights, I believe first and only album. Here it is right there. It doesn't have the custom inner sleeve, but it does have this very nice Electra one. And the disc on it is near mint as well, beautiful condition. You don't find them like this. You really don't find them like this. So, got that at a really good price as well. This is Incense and Peppermints by Strawberry Alarm Clock in the same condition with the, shrink wrap, really nice condition disc. Yeah, definitely one you don't see nice. I've owned a bunch of copies of Incense and Peppermints in the past, and not a single one of them ever turned up in the shrink or in beautiful condition. They were always really played, but then again, when you have an album with songs like Rainy Day Mushroom Pillow and The World's on Fire on it, I play this thing all the time too, so yeah, really happy to have that. I got this Moody Blues In Search of the Lost Chord in the shrink with the hype sticker. It's a gatefold in the shrink, so definitely not something you see every day. Original inner sleeve, I'd show you the gatefold, but it's encased in plastic. So here's this. That's the beautiful condition disc that is in there. This is Cheap Thrills by Big Brother and the Holding Company. This is an upgrade for me, and you're not going to see it till right now. It is also a promo copy. It is stickered, but it's not white label, so I know that's not anything terribly special. It's just, I think it's cool. It's still a promo copy of Cheap Thrills, so really nice condition on this one all around as well. I also got this really nice copy of The Mothers of Invention. We're only in it for the money. Yeah, it has the cutouts with it, which is something, again, you don't really see. And the original inner sleeve. This is on the blue Verve label. If I could get it out, because this isn't wanting to be nice to me today. Come on. There we go. Blue Verve label. Really nice condition. Next, Working Man's Dead by the Grateful Dead. This has this little insert in the original inner sleeve, and here it is. This is the green label. Not going to bother to show that one though. I also got this copy of Vintage Dead in the shrink. Again, first pressing on that weird subsidiary label. I think it was like Hollywood Records or something. Yeah, let's see. It's Sunflower Records. My apologies. I had it mistaken. But that's an original. That really nice condition. Got this really nice copy of The Slider by T-Rex in the shrink wrap. It has the original inner sleeve. Again, this is a gatefold that I found in the shrink. So really nice green label on that as well. I also got this really nice Willie and the Poor Boys by Creedence Clearwater Revival in the shrink. Near mint condition all around. Absolutely beautiful. This is on the Blue Fantasy label, 1968 original. Or 69, excuse me. This isn't in the shrink or anything, but it's still in really nice condition. This is Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones. It has the working zipper and everything. Let me just take this out just to show you guys the inner. Excuse me. And this is on Rolling Stones Records, first US pressing, so really happy with this. I don't believe I mentioned it, but this is a cassette that I got that I'm playing in the background right now. I got a few that didn't make the final cut of this video, but I'll show this one, Grateful Dead's debut. I also got reissue Axe and Milk's cassette. Moving forward with the video, this is Moby Grape's debut album in the Shrink, original mono copy finger cover from Don Stevenson. No poster with this one, sadly, but it is an excellent, 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 beautiful minty condition. I got it for $5 on Discogs because someone said that the cover was VG and that the disc was good plus, but no, they were lying to themselves, okay? That is the most conservative grading I've ever seen in my entire life. It is like VG plus at the very least all around. This is promo copy of Lark Songs and Aspic by King Crimson. Yeah, that's that right there. And it's on Atlantic, but it is not a white label. I have it in this sleeve, but it has the original lyric sleeve right here. It's just torn, so I don't want to split it anymore. This one is from a lot that I got from a guy that also had the Grateful Dead's debut album in it. Not the cassette, the actual vinyl, but it was a later 70s one, so it's not worth showing. But this is an original US stereo, excuse me, not US, what am I thinking? UK stereo copy of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, because who doesn't have enough copies of this already just lying around? Does this have the cutouts? I don't quite remember. It has the cutouts. Oh, sorry, wrong direction. Has the cutouts, and it doesn't have the full inner sleeve though. Just has that white one. But yeah, it's a UK stereo first pressing, KT tax code, all the fun stuff, and never-ending loop at the end. Yeah, so really happy with this. I had a UK stereo that I traded away, but now I have that complete UK mono copy, so I'm happy about that. Happy to have the stereo counterpart as well. I also got this. This is Metallica Ride the Lightning. This isn't a first pressing, and it doesn't have the inner sleeve, and believe me, it is really, really, really beats. But, yeah, just to have it, you know. Alright, so, next. This is the Byrds' Greatest Hits. This is in the Shrink. This is mono. Really nice condition on this one. Let me get this out real quick. Here's the disc. Beautiful condition. Someone wrote their name on the label over here, sadly, but, you know, not much to do about that. The disc makes up for it. You know, sometimes you gotta cut yourself a little bit of slack. Next, this is, I believe, an Australian copy of Autobahn by Kraftwerk. I'll show this just because it's fascinating. And, you know, whenever you find Kraftwerk stuff, like how often are you finding Australian Kraftwerk albums out in the US? That's kind of wonkers. It's on this tannish yellow sort of EMI label. Yeah, really interesting, really clean condition, so I figured why not get it? You know, when's the next time you're going to come across an Australian copy Autobahn out in the wild? I got a Beacon from Mars by Kaleidoscope. Funny enough, this is from the same collection that I got my copy of the Rolling Stones debut from, because the same person wrote their name on it, Hostet or something. You could see it at the front over here. So, and I got these at two totally different stores as well, in two totally different cities. So that's actually really interesting that, you know, I managed to reunite some of the collection. Anyway, this is a yellow label, epic, original, really nice condition. This is, I already have a stereo one of these original Near Mint the Shrink, but this is an original VG all-around copy of the Rolling Stones Out of Our Heads. Like I said, my other one is stereo, this one is mono, so I get that nice original mono mix. First pressing, pretty solid condition on it. Got this along with that Velvet Underground and Nico. This is a stereo copy of Face to Face by the Kinks. This is an original US one. I'll show the label on it just because I know how these reprise labels can be. This is the Tritone, the earlier of the two. So really happy with this. It's really clean condition as well, so I'll take it. This is an online purchase right here. This is an original mono copy of In Search of the Lost Chord by the Moody Blues. This is one I can show you the gatefold on. and has that nice laminate on the cover. It's a very thin laminate though, weird construction for the cover as well. And let me show the disc because it's really nice condition on this bad boy. And it's my favorite Moody Blues album, probably one of my favorite albums of all time. Really beautiful condition on it, and again mono, because how many times do you see this album in mono? So this is a reissue right here. This is Blast Furnace's first and only album from 1970 or 71, I believe. And when this originally came out in Denmark, it was only like 400 copies or something pressed. This is a Record Store Day reissue of it that only came out in Denmark, and I'd been eyeing it for a very, very long time and finally found one for sale in the US. And it's on this really nice even green vinyl. And the thing about this album is that even the reissue was very limited of it, and it's a great prog album. It's, if you really like a mix of like Genesis, Jethro Tull, stuff like that, that would be right up your alley. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Blast Furnace, they're a great band to check out. I know that they're pretty obscure, but please check them out. I'll just grab this next handful. Alright, so this is Coven's second album from 1972. Yeah, of course, Coven, the famous satanic band that did that one album that I've been looking for forever, Witchcraft Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls. And yeah, that's just that, really nice condition, so I'll take it. This one's a reissue, but it is a damn nice condition reissue. This is Neil Young's first album. I really want the original of this, where it's just the portrait on the cover and not where it has any of that banner. It has the original inner sleeve as well. And it's on just that solid orange Reprise label, but no mention of Warner Brothers or anything on it, so it's probably like a 70 pressing. This is Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. This is an original copy, finally, that I managed to Frankenstein with my nice cover. So I have now an original, very nice disc. And this one has the poster. I'll just show a little bit of it, just because we've all seen the poster. Yeah, this wonderful thing. This was a weird one for me. It was $8 at my local record store. This is Creamed Israeli Gears. Either way, if it was a US one, I was going to grab it for $8 because it's in pretty nice condition. Even though I have a nice US one, you know, in case I need to trade it or if a friend needs it or whatnot. And I go to pull it out, and it is a UK first stereo pressing disc in beautiful condition. So this isn't your standard US cover. I mean UK disc. It's just paired with the US cover. So pretty interesting. I wonder how that happened. Probably just Frankenstein, but whatever. Who am I to judge? It still plays and sounds beautiful. Pearls Before Swine. This is a local Florida band from the 60s. They were out of the Melbourne area. Really interesting psych folk, like really interesting. Some of it's pretty out there, man. And this one doesn't have the poster or anything, and it's a reissue. This is what's this album called again? One Nation Underground. Really interesting album, man. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, give that a listen. I got Ghost in the Machine by The Police. This is one of those weird super discs. This is the first super disc I have. It comes with this little catalog listing all the other artists and random questions about your turntable setup. It comes with a replication of the inner sleeve, as well as this disc that is not on blue vinyl. It is just it's just that way on the outer sleeve for some reason. I was really shocked when the first time I saw this, and I'm like, whoa, is this even on blue vinyl? And then I take it out and it's not. I was really disappointed, but still really cool to have. This is what I've been seeking out forever. It's the Monkees' first album, In the Shrink, near mint. Not a condition you ever find it in, with the misprint for Papa Jean's Blues. So yeah, again, one that you never see in nice condition, especially these early ones. These ones went to all the teeny boppers and they just kind of destroyed them because, you know, Davey. Here's the disc on it. Again, absolutely beautiful condition. I'm going to be getting these ones nice plastic inner sleeves as well. It's just they haven't arrived yet, so that's unfortunate, but hey, they'll survive. I also got, finally, Neil Young's second album. Everyone knows This Is Nowhere. I love that. There's so many pictures of the dog in here. If anyone knows me, they know I love dogs. This is the inner sleeve. And this one's on the two-tone label, so I believe this came out 69, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 70, but yeah, this is the two-tone label nonetheless, in pretty okay condition. Upgraded my copy of American Beauty by the Grateful Dead. This one is in pretty solid condition all around. I never really see it that nice, but this one was a full-on upgrade just for everything. And here's the disc on it, really nice condition as well on the green Warner Brothers. And the last record before I go on to miscellaneous 8-tracks and stuff is another upgrade for me. Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs by Derek and the Dominoes in absolutely beautiful condition. Whenever I see this one, it's slammed with ring wear and it's always got split seams because it's a 2-record set. This one has both original inner sleeves and it is just in beautiful condition. So now I'd like to go ahead and show some of my 8-track finds today. The only reel-to-reel that I got this month, which is a big grail for me, it is the Velvet Underground's 3rd album. Original reel-to-reel. Very awesome for that. And now I'm going to show my 8-tracks, which I have in 2 very large bins like this right now. So I'm going to pull these out one by one and show you guys. I got Trout Mask Replica by Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band. This is a later 70s one with the plain black label, but it still has a slipcase, which is something that you don't really see. I got this 8-track by Canadian group Influence on the album they put out. Came out in '68. I also got this Wow/Grape Jam 8-track by Moby Grape. I got The Clash's first album as a Columbia Record Club dated 1983. I got The Clash Give 'Em Enough Rope. I got The Clash London Calling. And these two were like my huge ones right here. Sandinista with both tapes. Really, really glad to have this. Really awesome. You know, I love The Clash, but their stuff on 8-tracks incredibly rare, and I managed to score them all at the same time. This is Yellow Submarine with the slipcase. Really, really nice. That's the Pink Label original. I got this with the flat pack style labels. This is Cosmic Sounds by the Zodiac on Elektra. Really nice as well. This is the first one I have of these. This is a UK 8-track for a collection of Beatles oldies but goodies. It's basically in this plastic style case with this little gold inlay insert like that, and that's how it comes undone, so that's really interesting. This is the first one I own for this one. I really hope to get more in the future. Let's see these 3 now. Unicorn by T-Rex. Pretty rare one. This one is Friends and Smiley Smile by the Beach Boys. Really cool. Sounds great as well. I also got The Grass is Greener by Coliseum. Still in the slipcase with the shrink wrap. Got a lot of Hendrix stuff. This is Are You Experienced with the slipcase. Really nice condition on that. And I also got a reissue of Axis Boulder's Love with the slipcase. This one sounds great as well. Just like the Trout Mask, it's like a mid to late 70s one, so not the first pressing. Rockman Vibration by Bob Marley and the Wailers on Island. Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones. Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. Bringing It All Back Home by Bob Dylan, the original with the upside down back label and all. This is the earliest Columbia 8-tracks they had with the separate label and everything. And then Highway 61 Revisited, really nice condition as well. Got quite a bit of Doors. Here's their first album, really nice condition as well. I also got Waiting for the Sun. I also got with the slipcase Morrison Hotel. Really nice condition on this as well, with some very dilapidated shrink wrap on it. Led Zeppelin 3 with the slipcase. And Burnt Weenie Sandwich by the Mothers of Invention. And Have a Marijuana by David Peel in the Lower East Side. That's that first one. This second one is literally all just David Bowie, so if you like David Bowie, you'll dig this. Space Oddity. The Man Who Sold the World. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. Aladdin Sane. Diamond Dogs. Young Americans. Station to Station. Changes 1. A Canadian Low that's in the slipcase of the shrink, really nice condition. And my favorite Bowie album, Heroes. So I do really want to thank all you guys for watching and being such great supporters. It means the world to me. You guys have no idea. It means so much to me, and I really try to do these videos whenever I can. So I want to be hammering out some more, but of course time restrictions and everything as well. So I'm really going to be working on that. So again, I really do appreciate you guys watching, and thank you so much.